Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Spring Events, Week 1, Day 4. So today, of course, campaign's still delayed a little bit, as we already know. Should begin the patch on probably next Tuesday. However, one thing I was finally able to get, well of course, this weekend. We have Vault Event Weekend, so we'll be able to grind that out pretty heavily. So tomorrow, probably going to start, I want to say around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and go for several hours. It will be a little bit shorter on Saturday. I might even just do it at the normal time on Saturday night. However, on Sunday, we are playing like every single second of the day. We're probably going to start around 10ish and go to 10 or something like that. Somewhere around there. But we're going to go all out on Sunday. But Saturday won't be as much, and Friday will be kind of the middle ground. We start around 2 and go until about probably, like our normal time around 9ish. That's pretty much the game plan. Also, Kafka has sent me more codes. Yeah, we're all coded up. I was not able to get any special codes, but I do have a lot of codes. So a lot of codes make up for not having any special codes, since we could just like mass hand out normal codes. So yeah, we'll be good to go this weekend. But yeah, I was finally able to get her after poking her like 4 times. But actually, she said Jetto is probably going to be handing them out now, so gotta go bother Jetto going forward. So there we go. But anyways, in other news, let's go do things. So of course, the only thing really going on today, well, other than the spring event, don't forget to do spring event every day. Actually, well, let's start there. As honestly, that's more important to do the class event. So let's go get our little bit of battles. We should be able to get the armor by Sunday, I believe. So we'll have that to go wear. Obviously, it's purely cosmetic, but it looks really cool. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite armors in the game. But we'll be switching to the male model when we end up doing so, though. We're still using this from, like, gosh, back in June. Or, I mean, not June. What am I saying? January. wrong J month. But, yeah. And, of course, we got Beltane last night. It's good. There's not much of a purpose for it, but it's not bad. I just don't really see any situation where I'm really bothering to bring it out. Unless we're doing some kind of weird wild folk team. Because outside of that context, I don't know. You just get better value from Empower, Explode, anything that isn't him. He's good, though. I just wish he did more random status effects, and it wasn't as random. Because if you had more status effects, you'd have a higher chance of landing the actually good status effects. But anyways, let's start with these, and then we'll get around to everything else. But anyways, hope you guys have been having a wonderful week so far. Let me go from the top. Hey, McDoubledad's here first. Hello, McDoubledad. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jason. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Insane Gamer. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, we're going to be on quite the grind this weekend. And even when I'm not streaming, I'm still going to be grinding the Vault event, of course. Just because we're not streaming doesn't mean we're not grinding it. As we will be pretty much every free time I have this weekend, regardless if we're up on stream or not. So the main goal, obviously, is to hit 1,000. And I mean it this time. We are not leaving this weekend. The Sunday stream is not ending. Even if we have to make like a second portion of it until we have 1,000 Vault keys. So we are going all out on Sunday. And even once we hit 1,000, we might still keep going. Because I'm probably still doing a 12-ish hour stream for the 7-year anniversary of the channel. Regardless if we already hit 1,000 by then or not. Okay, let's keep going. What do we need here? Oh, also, it's kind of funny. We'll have the armor on Sunday, which is also the anniversary day. You know what? If we don't have it by Sunday, we need to buy enough tiers so we do. I think that's going to be the game plan. We 100% have to get the armor by Sunday. Even if we have to throw a little extra gems leading up to the day or two beforehand or on the day of. Anyways, let's keep going. Yeah, that'd be the perfect day to get it. And not including Epic Vault Key? I always include Epic Vault Key. Oh, no. Maybe we'll include it without Epic Vault Key. We'll see. Because, yeah, to have, like, a solid 1,000 stack of Vault Keys between, normal and pity. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, we might do it that way. We've done it that way in the past. Sometimes I include the Epic Vault Key. Honestly, it's not too bad not including the Epic Vault Key. Generally, that just means you have to grind for about, like, 3 to 4 more hours. Which isn't too huge a difference if we're already putting that many hours in. Because realistically, you can get what per hour? Well, actually, no, that would only be like 2 extra hours. Well, it depends on the Paloozas. Because if you do an hour of Palooza, that is roughly, counting the time to farm them, that is about 40 in an hour. So yeah, to cover all your Epic Vault Keys, you'd have to farm for about 2 to 3 hours, depending on how lucky you get on your verses. So yeah, that's not too bad. Like, that's high, but not, like, that high. Compared to how much grind you have to do, that is a very small amount of extra to make sure it's actually 1,000. And not counting epic Volkeys. Because, yeah, that would be nice to have a 4-digit. Actually, you know what? Tonight, we need to go use every last Volkey we have so that we go into tomorrow with literally 0. It would actually be, I think, the first Vault event, possibly ever, that I go into it with 0 Volkeys. As in normal Volkeys. So that will make sure we truly hit 1,000. Because we're going to be starting at exactly 0. So we have to go from 0 to a 4-digit number. And that's going to be the goal tomorrow. Though if we do have some starting tomorrow, that's because I farmed off stream before the stream even started. Not sure if I'll have time tomorrow morning, but if we do, that will be the case. So hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Kikolier. Welcome. Yeah, we'll do that as soon as we finish out the spring event right now. I'll go use every last Volkey we have so we truly have 0. And anything else we get would all be from tomorrow. You watch a whole stream of the first Vault event for hours and multiple Actually, if you've watched the very first time we ever did a Vault event, I'm pretty sure we got like 10 Volkeys. Not, or maybe even like 20-ish, I'm not sure. I actually don't remember. However, that wasn't low back then, necessarily. Oh, you meant not Vault event. But I mean, if you did see an old Vault event, the rate of Volkeys was actually kind of insanely low compared to now. Like, if we spent the same amount of time we're about to this weekend, getting 1,000, back when it first came out, we would have gotten like 15 Volkeys, or 20. Somewhere's around there. That's how much has been buffed due to Paloozas, even after like the billion nerfs Paloozas have gone through. When they dropped the Volkey non-events? Oh, what you mean? The weekend events that were not Volkey related? Yeah, they did double XP weekends before, and double gold weekends. They don't do that anymore now, it's just Vault weekends. They basically replace every double weekends with just only Vault weekends. Which honestly I feel like is way better anyway, so that was a good choice on their part. But yeah, we used to have double gold weekends, double soul weekends, stuff like that. Before we even had like the events where we got like, hey, kill or use this troop to get like X amount extra resource. Like this week I think is like 5 glory if you used a troop or something. Like before those even existed, we had stuff like that. It was eventually replaced with a Vault event though. Wait, when it first came out, it didn't have Volkeys? Wait, did it? I always could have sworn they always had Volkeys. They didn't always have epic Volkeys. But I'm pretty sure the Vault events did have Volkeys when it first came out. There wasn't that many gnomes, but I'm almost guaranteed they initially had Volkeys. Or maybe they didn't. I'm not sure. Like when they very, very, very first came out. Because that's ages ago. Gosh, we're talking about ancient history there. I don't remember. Talking like 5-6 years ago. Anyways, that's out of the way. Main other thing I wanted to go do. And I already forgot what it was. Obviously, class event. Oh yeah, I want to use every last Volkey we have. So we go into tomorrow with truly 0. And if we do have some starting at the beginning of next stream, it isn't because we didn't open them, but because I farmed them prior to the stream. But let's get to 0 right now. So we know going in tomorrow, we're at the good old 0 mark. What team do I want to run? Not even sure. You know what? Let's go bring out, not that. Let's go bring out, oh, did I not have Magnesia anymore? I was gonna say, look at Magnesia. I was gonna go Diamantina, but it's like, let's switch it up for once. Good old, Phoenicia. Diamantina does have the one-shot, though. Stick with the classics, though. Because we're only here for 4 fights. It's almost a daily at this point. Oh yeah, take this, grab the other 3. And then we'll truly have 0 going in tomorrow. Is there a way to get dungeon battles correct? No, it is pure luck. There is some RNG manipulation that used to exist for it. To what degree it still exists, I have no clue. They tried to patch it all out. And by try, I mean try, because I highly doubt they actually did. But yeah, unless there's some kind of underground RNG manipulation technique, it is completely random. Which is unfortunate. Oh, a nice little handful of gems. Always good to see. Oh yeah, that's what I didn't even put into consideration. We're gonna get a lot of merchants this weekend. Like, I'm talking a lot of merchants. Oh, also, we can replace the number down there with our Volky tracker number soon. Starting tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I need to keep track of what our starting epic Volky number is. Even though our Volky number will be absurdly obvious, obviously I'm not going to consume our epic Volkies down to 0. Is that one we will have to go figure out? Alright, can you stop infinite turning? You have nothing that even can infinite turn on us. Oh, so he almost just died to burn. Gosh, what? How long is this turn? He's getting the luckiest gnomes I've ever seen. Alright, we're out of keys. And we didn't get anything. But now we are truly at 0. Oh, truly at 0. The only one isn't his epic Volkies, which is currently at 652. Alright, there we go. I almost want to use 2 just to get it to a really solid number. Anyways, let's clear out everything else while we're over here. Of course, I'm still very slowly trying to level up the good old hero class. I believe he gains a level today to be 1 level away. Come on, you're almost there, Spirit Walker. No, he's not gaining a level today. Give it another day. I'll get to 99 this weekend. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to 100 this weekend just for the fun of it. Better just let it slowly grind out over the next week. Hello, Draco. Welcome, welcome. To the patch notes of eons ago. They do have all the patch notes up. Also, I'm not sure if it's really running that much these days, but Gems of War database has a lot of really good resources for the entire history of the game. Has that website still been going? Because last time I checked that website, it seemed like it was almost down. Not sure if they're still running it or maintaining it or what is up with that. Because Terrence World doesn't really have an equivalence of it, necessarily. Because Gems of War database had like an entire history of the game tabs. Which is very convenient for remembering when on Earth something happened. Hey, it is still on Gems of War database, that's good. Because they have a chronological list of almost every important thing that has ever happened in the game. Doesn't have absolutely everything, but it has a good majority of everything. The patch that released Volkies came out before the first ever Vault event. Just like Epic Volky did. And you were trying to get your first ever Volky before the first... Oh, yeah, that! I remember now. I understand what you mean now. But yeah, we're trying to hunt for a single random gnome to drop a Volky. Which is still just as hard back then as it was today. Like, the exact same odds exist. To try to get a Vault key outside of a Vault event. And gosh, is it annoying to do. It wasn't as hard as trying to get an Epic Vault key outside the event, because that's mind-numbingly long. I think to this day, we've only ever done it 2 times. And it was never when we were initially trying to. Actually, the first Epic Vault key, even with Vault events, because Vault events were barely anything back then, I think it took me like 3 or 4 Vault events before we got our first Epic Vault key. So between all the downtime between events and even Vault events themselves, it took us like 4. Nowadays, you can get it in under half an hour in a Vault event. Like near guaranteed. Especially if you have 2 Paloozas queued up. Even just 1 Palooza is normally enough to get around 2 on average. Let alone 1. Hey, there we go. Anyways. Okay, dungeons, you're next. And then we'll go clear out the class event. I'll probably just mess around a little. Since unfortunately Vault event's not out yet, so we can't go grinding for it. Oh, top 3? Oh. Oh, that's awful. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have we done? We're silenced death marked. Oh, no. Looks like one of the worst combinations. Oh, let's hope this works. I'm not going to go with cleanse initially. We might have to. Also, hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I'll get her explode. Actually, I'll take that first. Oh, wait, I can't even explode. Hold up. Good thing I went for that first. Can't even explode if I wanted to. Biggest issue isn't necessarily even the silence. It's more so the things dying to death mark. Right before they get their ability off. There we go. Yeah, we still do daily dungeons, even though we have all the Dragonite we need. Not like we need to do that for that, but, you know, you still pile up diamonds and stuff. Diamonds later in the game have, like, no purpose, though. I'm curious if they ever give it an additional use. Like, diamonds, one of those currencies that feels like it should be like gems, and that, you know, has, like, near infinite uses. But, while its uses are absurdly good, it is actually relatively limited. It is for getting every weapon in the game, every legend in the game, and every mythic in the game. And that sounds like a lot. Until you actually have them all. In which case, you quickly realize, oh, what else do I use them on? Obviously, that's still some really good stuff, but, you do eventually reach a dead end in the current state of the game. And the only thing you can dump it into is souls, which is exceedingly bad value. So, I think I have enough to get, like, 15 mythics or something. We've just been piling them for years. Actually, let me go check. What's our diamond stack right now? We currently have 163,129 diamonds. That's not even counting the 2 million shards that we can convert into almost another 5 mythics. I almost have 5 mythics just in shards. On top of this, which is... How many mythics is that? So 40 plus 5. I have 45 mythics right now, pretty much. Or technically 44. But yeah, we have 44 mythics and diamonds right now. That is almost enough to get half the mythics in the entire game. Just with diamonds instantly. Anyways, where were we? I feel like they should do 2 things. Make diamonds slightly more frequent, so people who still need them, you know, can get them. And then give them another purpose. So people with gigantic surpluses can actually use them. But they have to coincide that with a buff to diamond rate. Because diamond rate's a little slow. Obviously, you can mass farm them during vault events and such. But I would say on average, it takes roughly 2 months to get enough to get a mythic. As far as, you know, getting enough overall diamonds, shards, and everything to craft a mythic directly. And there's like 110-ish mythics. Mythic tier list video soon, TM. I still want to try to cover that if I have some time between everything else this weekend. Don't buy the Dragonite, don't need that. Also, hello, Isabel. Hello, Jonian. Welcome, welcome. I assume you were here the whole time. Sorry about that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. It always feels like you're here the whole time. Sometimes if I don't see your chat, I just assume you're lurking. But welcome. Also, to anyone who got here a little bit later as well, we're going to be starting around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. The game plan for the Vault streams are, we're going to go from about 2 to 9 tomorrow, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 2 p.m. start, 9 being the normal time we generally stop. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, which is about 7-ish hours. Saturday is going to be relatively normal. We're just going to start at 8 and then go for like an hour or 2. So tomorrow, Saturday night's going to be almost normal stream. And then on Sunday, we're going all out. We're probably starting around 10 and going to 10. So from 10 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Obviously AM start. So that's the big game plan as far as the streams overall. So kind of like a mid-range stream on Friday. Pretty much normal stream on Saturday. And then all out mega. We do not stop until we hit 1,000. Even then still keep going on Sunday. And that's the game plan. Anyways, and Sunday's also the 70th anniversary of the channel. Anyways, in other news. Let's go and, what else do we have? We did that, we did that. The only other thing we have is the Vault event. I mean, not the Vault event, I wish. The only thing we have left is the class event. Let me go get the class team from the Monday video. Okay, we'll grab this. Boom, boom, boom. Grab that, grab that. Okay, so let's head over to the games, head over to the Clash Trial, and let's get going. Pace this team in. And we're currently running with run a billion AoEs to win team. It is quite literally just a team composed of pretty much every all-hitting enemy. Though in all fairness, almost everything from that location is. We are using the new dragon as well, so great time to test out the new dragon. Though, of course, we've already tested it a pretty good amount, and it is good. I actually really enjoyed this new dragon. It's actually one of my favorite empowers in the game. It also is my favorite dragon gem user in the game. So, hello, Genki. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I really love this troop. It actually made dragon gems good, unlike almost every other thing that uses dragon gems, sadly. Yeah, dragon gems... It's one of those mechanics that was kind of underwhelming. But at least they're starting to add troops that use it well. Because that's all they have to do. Is just add troops that actually use dragon gems effectively. Because the biggest issue is with dragon gems is they're pretty low value. So you have to give the overall troop a lot of value to justify how low value you would have otherwise. And they haven't done that with a lot of them in the past, but this guy kind of does. He's like the closest alternative you have to Leprechaun when you can't use Leprechaun. Which in itself is decently strong. You would never use him over Leprechaun, for the most part. But he's definitely a good Leprechaun alternative. Especially for more yellow-based teams. Because while you get less explosions, you do get a lot more yellow mana. But I hope they revive, like, almost all the power gems. There's a lot of them that just kind of came and went and did nothing. Remember bomb gems? Have you even seen a bomb gem in the last month? Because I know I haven't. It's one of those gems I almost forget even exists. Until it just happens one day and it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Bomb gems were probably the... Not even probably, they were the weakest power gem they've ever released to date. It was one of the most pointless power gems. It's literally just weaker Uber Doom Skull. It takes the exact effect of Uber Doom Skull, makes it unmatchable, which makes it even weaker, and gives it the same amount of explode. Meaning it is in every possible way just a weaker version of Uber Doom Skulls. And Uber Doom Skulls weren't even that over the top. They are if you could spam a lot of them, but there aren't too many ways to spam a lot of them. Other than Arc Proxy Evandra, and like, I think that's the whole list. Like, there's more things that create them. But there's not too many that create them as much as her. Even she just has like a single restricted convert. It's not even like she can do it on anything. Give them to Peasant? Peasant's overpowered. We might need to use one on the 7-year anniversary just to show how broken it is. It's mostly broken in Arena, though. It doesn't have the traits set up to work everywhere else, or follow up on its ability. That's the only thing Peasant's really missing. If you gave it, like, an actual good follow-up, Peasant would be, like, top 10 troops in the game. And it's not even a joke. It just needs slightly better traits and actual follow-up on his ability. Like, if you made a mythic version of Peasant, it would easily become the top 10 in the game as long as what it did was not horrible for its follow-up. It's a very unique board control that is surprisingly useful. It's just, the problem with normal Peasant is that's the only thing it does. So it tends to not get used because that's all it does. So you don't have much of a use case for it. But when it does, you get a lot of value. Alright, let's go move this over. Get our... Oh, we don't have convert. You know what? I'm going to move it into alignment so I get my own convert. There we go. Don't forget Typhlosion raid event tonight. Oh yeah, I need to go do that so because I will forget to do it this weekend if I don't take it tonight. Yeah, I'll remember to go get it. I'll probably catch it in a level ball. I'm starting to run out of special balls though. Because I haven't been playing or grinding or doing the AFK grind to get like infinite of the balls. I am almost out of all the special balls in that game. Which is kind of sad. I might just need to turn it on one day and just leave it on for several days. No, it'll crash. Leave it on for like several hour periods. But Yeah, I think I have like maybe 8 left. Luckily, with how infrequent they do the events, it's almost enough to last the rest of this year. But not if you want to color coordinate them. Because Typhlosion, you need like a red or yellowish ball. And I believe the only Apricorn ball that kind of matches it is the level ball. Which I think I have 2 of, because I generally don't use them that often. They look kind of weird. It has like a V on it too, for level. Because instead of using an L to stand for level, it uses a V to stand for level. Which, you know, it makes sense, but also somewhat doesn't make sense. Like, when you think of the letter V, you probably don't think first thing like, oh, level. But, you know, that's what's on the ball. It's a bit confusing. Like, Master Ball makes sense. It has an M on it. It's really recognizable. Like, you guys probably even know what a Master Ball looks like if you try to render an image of it. But if you try to think of what a level ball looks like, I'm pretty sure you have not the slightest clue. It's just one of those that is nowhere near as iconic as some of the other balls. And like a Pokeball, everyone knows what that looks like. Maybe it's a 5 instead of a V. Okay, we'll take that down. Is that enough damage? No, it's not. Luckily, we have a billion follow-up on this team, so it shouldn't matter too much. Problem is getting mana. We did not have good alignment there. Did I skip a question? Also, hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. How many times can you say, let's see. Oops, I missed some. How many times can you say balls before the stream is demonetized? How many times have I even said balls? Oh, when we're saying Pokeballs. Oh no, I don't think you can get demonetized for saying balls a very high number of times. I have actually never, a single time on this channel, been demonetized for language. I've been demonetized for a few weird things. Like, by weird things, I mostly mean things like, how on earth did I get demonetized? Like, mostly, like, things picking up on, like, it being copywritten, even though it's not. That's, like, the only thing I've really ever been demonetized for on some things. Not, like, striked, but, like, the program thinking that's ripping off something. Like, it happened a lot with Fall Guys, for whatever reason. Like, I'll just be playing normal Fall Guys, and then I'll reference some video that has, like, millions of views, and be like, you're copying this person. You're now demonetized. And all I'm doing is just playing Fall Guys. Like, literally just standard Fall Guys gameplay on a stream. But, yeah, that was funny. And a few other things like that. Like, sometimes some Nintendo music is heavily copywritten, and obviously we don't mute it then, and then it just gets monetized and stuff like that. I think that happened with Bayonetta 3. I don't think I made a single cent from playing Bayonetta 3. Because, the first one I deliberately age-restricted. So that one didn't make a single cent, because you can't on those. And then the rest I didn't bother age-restricting, but they all got copyright stricken for some kind of music, and I believe, like, every episode of it on our stream. Because most of the music in that game was heavily copywritten, supposedly, or seemingly. But anyways, but yeah, I have never once been hit with a not copyright strike, but I've never been demonetized a single time for language ever in any video or stream. Because we just don't do heavy language. I might talk about some somewhat weird topics sometimes, but I never curse or anything. Like, I know some channels, they get demonetized and make like a huge like viral video, like millions, like, hey, YouTube is censoring language again. And I'm just sitting here like, I have never noticed such a thing. But yeah, never once in the 7 years I've been using YouTube have we ever gotten demonetized for language. Ever. Actually, honestly, I'm not even sure I've been demonetized in the last half a year. I'm pretty sure the last time I was demonetized was, the Bayonetta 3 streams we did in October. And that was because it was heavily filled with copyrighted music, apparently. But, yeah, that's the last time we've been demonetized in any way, shape, or form. Anyways, I think we've done all the things, so I guess we're gonna go grind, I don't know, I guess we'll just do some merchant grinding, like on Explore 12. Because until tomorrow, we don't have the super grind to go do, so we'll just kind of chill tonight. Because we did all the main objectives. Oh, wait, there's one other thing. Let me go do the ward event real quick, then we'll hand out a code, and then we'll go do that. Also, I have a lot of codes now. Kafka just sent me the whole batch. Yeah, let me go do this to help out the guild. We're pretty much right at the end of it, so... Let's go assist. Oh, we got another medal, too. I'm not sure if we need that extra damage, but we have it now. Yeah, we'll just keep using Guard's Avatar team. I had a feeling we wouldn't need to change this team ever. And seems like that's going to be the case. The single guard's avatar is enough. Let's see. How you then would stream a game and do play through it. Can't stream with music that's in the game. Yeah, I know. That is kind of confusing on how you would end up doing it. But, yeah. It happens sometimes. It doesn't happen to most games. But some games just have a lot of copywritten music in it. Like, I know one in advance that I had to mute, otherwise it would have gotten hit with copyright. Is, there was an Ed Sheeran song at the end of, the Pokemon game. And I did mute it at the end because I knew it was coming. But, aside from that, like, I never got demonetized on any of them. But if I would have left that on, we would have gotten demonetized on that entire stream. Because the exceedingly heavily copywritten Ed Sheeran song would have played. Like, some of them it's a little bit obvious. But others it's not as obvious. If, like, random song playing in random of game is copywritten or not. Or heavily so. Oh, wait, did I miss another question? Wait, I missed two people's questions. What was the question? Anyone with a question, relieve your question. Wait, what was Guzma's question? Wait, Ricardo. Wait, where's the question? Can someone just, like, replace the question? Oh, hello, Ricardo. How you did the Labyrinth Pure Faction? Labyrinth Pure Faction's really annoying. The way that you do Labyrinth Pure Faction is kill the rare. That one Labyrinth Guardian, the one that gets very tanky. It is super annoying. I remember getting in a stalemate with it. Basically, all you have to do is kill that and you win, for the most part. You just have to make sure your Labyrinth rare guy that tanks up is tankier than theirs. And as long as you do that, you should be able to win. The biggest issue that comes with that faction is you don't have enough DPS to kill each other, leading to an infinite battle that never ends. Also, I just did the horrible convert that almost just made us lose. Actually, we might still lose. Let's see. Let's see. That's a lot of value. Might still lose here, though. Because there goes all my armor. Hold up. We might actually lose this. Guard's avatar. Why are you in second slot? You should be in the other one. Okay, we're going to have to win with skulls. What am I doing? Alright, we're going to have to win with 1 billion skulls. Wasn't paying attention, so now we have to just take skulls. Okay. What's the game plan here? We can't do anything on the board. So it's basically just take matches until we get lucky. As he keeps getting skulls on us. We can obliterate him 1 skull at a time. The problem is finding any skulls. Let's see. Okay. I'll take that one over. Yeah, so many casts. We have none. Alright, we'll take our skull. Oh, that's not even enough to one-shot him. That's unfortunate. Hey, we have a convert. We might be able to make something happen out of that. There's a possibility. We'll take that one over for now. No, he took my mana. I need that mana to try to get alignment. We'll take that one over. Gosh, there's like no alignment on this board. Triple Cascade. Luckily did not give him a skull. Oh, he's gaining durability too. That's even worse. Do I have alignment here? No. It's not worth going for. Is he converting again? I almost forget completely what his convert is. I've not used him in such a long time. It's been ages since I've actually, like, used Inferno King. Let's just hope he doesn't have it here. Alright, he partially does. Come on, Mercy, you got this. We can easily win with just Mercy. Alright, we'll take, oh wait, I get double skull taking it this way. And then we just take the other skull and then he's dead. There we go. What a sketchy fight, but luckily we have extra skull damage this week, so it makes things really easy to kill with skulls. Even if it's not a proper skull killing team. Oh, hello, George. Welcome, welcome. Too bad they didn't have dragon gems. Don't face downward, upward. That would have... Oh, yeah, I saw your comment earlier on that. Yeah, dragon gems look kind of weird. Like, they're slightly hard to identify in some colors, I feel, compared to some of the other gems. They don't look dragony enough. They almost look like demon gems, depending on... Like you see it in red, it almost looks like a demon gem rather than a dragon gem. Like, it's too horny, I think, is the biggest issue. It has, like, a horn there, horn there, horn there. I guess they shaped it in a slightly different way. Like, the horn in the middle kind of makes it look less like a demon. Let's see. Take the purple. Oh yeah, that probably sounded weird. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the dragon's too horny. Too many horny dragon gems. I didn't even realize that until after I said it. Yeah, so dragon gems are too horny, which makes them look like demon gems. Not to be taken out of context in any way, shape, or form. Okay, we'll throw down a mercy. We're still in one-shot range. Until we get Dispels. One looks pretty durable, plus he gains a life on that troop. Oh wait, no he doesn't. He's just a true damager. He doesn't gain his life. I'm thinking of the other true damagers. There are quite a few true damage mythics that do gain their life back. He's not one of them. Though he makes up for it by having one of the highest DPS of any true damager in the game. We're getting demonetized again. We're not gonna get demonetized. Anyways. There we go. Okay, let's go farm Explore 12. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and the code first though, before we do. Alright, one moment. Let me go put this water to the side. Matching gems just took on a whole new level, I know, right? Anyways, let me go get you guys the code. It's buried over here. 1 second. Also, I haven't added all the new codes yet. I need to do that before this weekend. Because we're going to hand out quite a few this weekend. Particularly on Sunday, of course. But there you guys go. Enjoy. But yeah, I wasn't able to get any special codes from Kafka, but we have gotten 50 more codes. So theoretically, we could hand out 50 codes this weekend. No, not obviously. But we'll hand out probably like a dozen-ish. I need to make those last a month. But a good bulk of it is coming out this weekend. Or, you know, like a good chunk of it. At least a double-digit number. Anyways, there you guys go. Enjoy. That's the only one for tonight, though. Anyways, let's just do some standard Explore 12, I guess. Now, one thing I will go do, just so it's a nice, neat number. I'm going to use 2 Epic Vault Keys. Because currently we're at 652. And I want it to be a nice, neat number that's easier to remember. And 650 is way easier to remember than 652. So we're going to use 2 Epic Vault Keys real quick. Just to get to a better number. Alright, what do I need here? We need Explode. We'll take the red. Get our angry mob in there. Zolgoth, the guy that has agile. Or stealthy, I mean. Alright, one more key. And that'll bring us to a nice solid 650, which is very easy to remember. Alright, there we go. We're now at 650 keys. Hey! Oh! Double major! You know what? I don't think I've gotten a double major from the orbs since they've been buffed. What do you guys think? Also, see you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Can we get something good? This is probably the last orbs we'll be opening all stream. Let's see. Anything good? Oh, that's so disappointing. A green and an orange. A double green. You're not too far off. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was such a miss. I'm pretty sure that was our first double orb, specifically through Epic Vault Key since they buffed them, and we get green-orange. How awful. Anyways, let's just do some Explore 12 the rest of the time, I guess. Since unfortunately Vault Event hasn't started yet. Well, in a couple hours, 6 hours from now, it will have started. Well, 6 hours, 17 minutes. But anyways, let's go run, I don't know, what do I want to run? I'll run one of the Diamantina teams. Probably the double. Alright, let's roll with this. Should be good to go. Let's grab a purple, get infinite mana, and then hit the win buttons. And then hit the win buttons. Boom. Boom. Dead. It's like Dust Devil, but more steps. I sure hope they don't nerf Ironhawk. They better not. Because it's basically going to be the new Ironhawk team or something adjacent to this. It takes a little bit longer, but you can run pretty much any difficulty with it that exists these days. It's basically Sister Superior Dust Devil with more steps. Unfortunately, a lot more steps, but same premise of team. It just works at a way higher level range. Oh no, the genie spam, it's begun! No! So, hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. If anyone's looking at the questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. At this point, it's just going to be Explore 12 grind. Until tomorrow, where we're going all in on Vault grind. So again, just as to reiterate the plan. Tomorrow, we're going to be starting around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And go until about our normal time, you know, which is about like 20 minutes from now, tomorrow. So, you know, kind of from 2 p.m. to Standard Time, essentially. Going that whole time, so about 7 hours. So we'll be doing that. Saturday will probably just be normal time stream, as in, you know, our standard like 8 to 9. Probably go a little bit longer than that if we can. But, you know, kind of standard time. And then Sundays are all out day, where we're going to go from like 10 to 10. 10 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. Or something along those lines. Might be closer to 11 hours rather than 12, but we'll see. Depends where we are by then. How everything goes. But that is the game plan. Also, fingers crossed, I should have enough time between everything else as well to get the Mythic tier list video out. Because, gosh, that thing needs to be up already. I should hopefully have enough time between everything else. Mythic tier list soon, TM. Eventually. Yeah, that faction is really, really annoying. I would say it's one of the top 5 hardest pure factions to do in the entire game. I recall having a stalemate for like an entire hour on it before I gave up and just retried it with a slightly different setup. Your main goal is you need enough damage on the rest of your team. Like, you need the tank guy to be your first slot. But you need to prioritize taking mana of all the damagers. And then focus on their tank. Because as long as their tank is dead and yours is alive, you have a chance of winning. If both teams have a tank alive and have died on most of their damage sources, the battle will never end. It's just a forever stalemate, pretty much, depending on what damage range you're at. I recall that faction taking me like 2 hours. It was very annoying. Until we opted for the different strategy, in which case it went very quick. Oh no, another genie. Gosh, only genies tonight. It took you more attempt to clear the Warrens, Labyrinth, Werewoods, and Loraz's Lair combined. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think it's the most time I've ever spent on one faction. It's not even the hardest faction, it's just the most time-consuming one. Because the biggest issue is you have to spend a lot of time tanking to make sure your tank doesn't die. But because their tank is so tanky, you also have to make sure you prioritize damage on it so their tank dies. And it's a weird balance. Because it's basically a tank war, and whoever tank lives wins. But if too much of your damage sources die before you kill their tank, you just auto-lose because you can't out-DPS the tank. Yeah, I think I got it within about 5 attempts, but one of those attempts took like almost an hour. Because I was trying to see if I could eventually hit through it with my tank. The answer is no. Or at least with the stats we had at the time. Because that was before they made all the underworld changes that made it a little bit easier. Oh, it's still hard to do pure factions. It's just way easier than it used to be back in the day. Because they've added a lot of quality of life to make it ever so slightly easier here and there. One of those being that you can actually do them when it's not an event. Because you can have the potion effects now always instead of only during the events. Which was a huge change they did about 2 years ago or so. Because now you no longer have to wait for like a random Tuesday event to go properly do it anymore. You can do it whenever you want as long as you have it upgraded enough. He's at 175. You have every potion effect. Other than the extra stat potions, which, you know, are just extra stats. But as far as every effect potion, you have them all by a level 175 faction. Whereas before, if you wanted those potion effects, you had to wait until the Tuesday event that corresponded with it, which could take, like, almost a year. Which is why they changed that. Because how it was before, there was a couple-year period where if you wanted potion effects to run for a faction, like one of the harder ones, you had to wait almost a year for it to rotate around. Now all you have to do is just upgrade the faction a little and do it whenever. But there was only, like, one day of 1 year where you were able to do it before. And it would cost you a couple thousand gems. Now you can do it just whenever. That still costs you resources, since you have to get to 175 faction. But honestly, I feel like it's easier to get a 175 faction than it is to get together a couple thousand gems. Multiple times over. I need purple, and it is refusing to give me purple. There we go. The struggle of Thrall getting his initial cast. Hey, actually, wait, that's so funny. I haven't seen that in a while. Thrall just killed himself with his 2 damage. It almost never happens in current state of game. But yeah, he had 1 HP remaining and then died from 2 damage. I almost forget that's even a mechanic sometimes. Where he damages himself. Because back in the day, 2 damage meant a lot more, obviously. When he first came out, 2 damage was enough for him to die in like 4 or 5 casts. Nowadays, 2 damage is so low. I'm pretty sure, on the average battle, I forget he even hits himself. It is pretty much 0. It is such a low number. Hey, we got an Anu. Oh, we got an Anu upgrade too. Nice. No Nisha yet tonight though, but Anu's still nice. I'll catch you later, Isabel. Oh, you're heading to dinner? Oh, you're gonna get nice and rested for the Vault event, aren't you? I'm probably doing the same. I'm gonna grab dinner after stream, take a nap, and start grinding that Vault event. Because even if we're not streaming it necessarily, I am gonna be grinding it most weekends. As much as I can. Between everything else. Like, I plan to get at least 30 hours in this weekend on Vault grinds. Probably only half of which would be stream, or maybe slightly more than half. Oh, so hello, Speed Factor. Have you had a chance to try Beltrain? Yes, we did it on Tuesday. Wednesday, I mean, yesterday. We did it last night. With Forest Guardian. Oh, no, I didn't do it with Forest Guardian. Forest Guardian's what? Brown to green and purple to skull, I believe? Or something like that? Don't they have color conflict? Don't they both try to do something with purple, I believe? Because one's trying to convert it into skull, the other one's trying to convert it into a color. What did I run for the class event? I just ran like a billion dragons with Dawnbringer. Same one we mentioned on the Monday video thingy. It was basically just AoE spam with the new Empower Dragon. I'm gonna show it real quick. It was this one. It was this one. I just did Empower gosh, I can never say his name. Veneratus. Oh, he just did Veneratus with like a standard Dawnbringer team, followed by a billion AoEs just in case we need coverage. Oh, I did not mean to use this team. Oh no. Well, we're about to run it on Explore 12. Alright, let's see how it does on Explore 12. Did not mean to do that. This was not meant for Explore 12, but honestly, it'll probably be fine. This is going to take us a little longer because we don't have enough DPS to kill it properly. Alright, there we go. It's surprisingly not horrible. It's definitely not meant for this, though. Of course, this is meant for the class event that we already did. It's gonna win. Just way slower than a normal team would. Alright, there we go. Oh, come on, 1 HP. Oh, he better not transform. Oh, no, he's gonna full heal on us. I gotta skull distract him. No! He full healed on us. And I can't take him with the skull because he got all the convert. Oh, gosh, we gotta run this whole battle back again, basically. How are we gonna kill him? Wait. How's this gonna work? He's just gonna keep out healing us now. Because we don't have single target damage on this team. It's not meant to deal with something like this. I just need a skull into like one other damage poke. There we go. What a weird fight. But anyways. That's meant for class event. To our actual team. Oh, did you get the copy paste for it? Thank you. Oh yeah, I could just copy paste it into chat. What am I doing? I forgot about that. I keep forgetting that this browser, well not browser, whatever you'd call it, the encoder has my chat in it now. It didn't for the longest time, but within the last year they actually added the chat system to it, which is very convenient. Because now I can simply just you know, type something there. I normally don't put the codes in there, but we could. Anyways, let's go take this out. This one. Yeah, I can like type in hello right here. Hello, everyone. Can you see that? You should be able to. But yeah, that's me typing on the other chat, and it still goes to YouTube. Before that didn't used to work. Before I would say, hey, you need to log in and everything, even though there's like no way to do so through that system. But now it like automatically picks up on it, which is nice. There's a bug in the program for a while that they fixed ages ago. Yeah, there was some amount of time it wasn't working properly. I will throw that down. Double Arania, not horrible. But I might make this the last cycle for now. Stop a little bit early tonight just because I want to get nice and rested for tomorrow. We got a big grind ahead of us. Next weekend, we are not ending until we have 1,000 Volkies. I don't care how long it takes. This weekend's grind will not end until we hit 1,000. I don't care if we have to go to 0 Volkies. We are hitting 1,000 this weekend. I mean, not 0 Volkies. I mean, 0 Paloozas. Because normally I keep some amount of reserve. But I will go all the way down to 0 if we have to hit 1,000 this weekend. Yeah, I won't forget about Typhlosion. I'll grab it either, I'll probably grab all meat and dinner. He's probably gonna take like 5 minutes. I'll just go into some random lobby. Some people will have the meta. I'll use something that seems like slightly relevant that I have. Because it's what, a ghost type? So I'll just use one of the dark types then. I'm trying to think, what's a dark type that's resistant to fire? Is there a dark water type? That seems like something that should exist in Pokemon. I'm not sure if it does in current generation, though. Like, I know of dark water types. I can't remember a dark water type in current gen. So I think I might have missed one of them. I don't think I ever caught that water seal thing. Because I know the Hisuian version of it was water dark. But I don't even think I caught the normal version. I think that was one of them I forgot to get. Because I haven't really been too paranoid about them. Oh, it does have play rough? Oh. Well, that's concerning. Let's see. We'll take that one down. Oh, wait. I didn't get enough for the other one. Alright, final fight. We'll take our purple, get our mana. Get our destroy. Mana. Or, magic, I should say. And there we go. Nice clean fight. And now let's go get our loot. Yeah, it's that typing. That's why I mentioned it. It was the first one that came to mind. Because it was in Legends Arceus. I don't think it's in Scarlet Violet, though. Yet. I don't know, I haven't really been playing that game lately. I'll probably get back into it when the DLC comes out. Because that's the main thing that kind of got me back into Sword and Shield, even though I played the DLC like 2 years later. Like, the DLC was really, really good. Like, it made the game, like, so much better. But prior to the DLC, it kind of burned out pretty quickly, and I feel like the same thing happened with Scarlet Violet. Though the other thing that burned me out on it was just the technical issues of the game. I'm pretty sure still have not been fixed, because there were a lot of them. Like, a lot. Like, it was notoriously probably, like, one of the glitchiest released Pokemon games of all time. But, and they have not fixed much of it. They have fixed some, but not enough. But anyways, guys, we'll end it here. We'll be back tomorrow, not at normal time, but rather at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going for about 7 hours from 2 until normal time, basically. So we're starting quite a bit earlier, but ending around the same time we normally do. So that's the game plan for tomorrow night. Our plan for tomorrow weekend is hit 1,000 Volkeys. And if you see us with any Volkeys prior to tomorrow's stream, keep in mind that we did start at 0, but any Volkeys that we might have going into next stream were obtained from, grinding before the stream. So if this says more than 0, that's because we got them from just grinding them out. But we did indeed start at 0 Volkeys, so whatever we have above 0 is our how many we've gotten, and our goal is to have that number be 1,000 or higher, obviously higher. We'll hit like 1,010 or something, you know. But that's the game plan. Anyways, guys, enjoy the weekend. Vault event in 6 hours from now. Soon, TM. And, we gotta go for 690 Epic Vault Keys. We're actually gonna have higher than that. In getting 1,000 Vault Keys, we should have approximately, I want to say 770 Epic Vault Keys. We're probably gonna get lucky 7s, actually, for 777. We're likely gonna hit lucky 7s or higher. Because we're gonna get easily, like, 70, 80 plus Vault Keys. So yeah, we'll easily pass 690. Hopefully Lester will be around when we are. Actually, never mind, you are Lester. I didn't notice you changed your profile image. I'm like looking at the image, it's like, wait, that's not Lester. And then I saw the name, it's like, wait, that is Lester. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your weekend. And yeah, Vault Event weekend grinds, as well as 70th anniversary of the channel on Sunday. A lot of fun to be had. And we'll have a lot of redeem codes throughout the weekend as well. Particularly tomorrow and Sunday. Because Saturday is going to be a pretty much normal length stream, but we might still hand out 2, we'll see. Though dumping a lot of them on Sunday, because she didn't give me any special codes, but she did give me a lot of codes, so we're just gonna have to hand out a bulk amount. Like every time we hand out a code, it might have to be double code or something, I'm not sure. But we'll figure something out. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Enjoy your weekend, best of luck on the Vault grind, and when I next see you, we'll be doing it as well. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.